What's up, you guys? We have another podcast today. Basically, we're going to be talking about this gun law of teachers that should have guns. Now you know what
Oh,
I'm talking about. So basically, we're going to just be talking about that. We're just giving on our personal opinions. Actually, I just want to ask Lawrence about his personal opinions about it. So, what do you think about it? About teachers having guns, like a fucking handgun or a rifle or something like that? I don't know. Fucking shotgun to
no,
eyeball.
honestly, okay, teachers having the guns, you know what? I say there's good and bad to that. Okay, the good thing about it is that if somebody ever decides to be dumb enough to try to shoot up the school, you got about maybe 20 teachers there armed to the teeth, ready to take whoever it is down,
Yeah, fuck their ass
whether
up.
whether it's a terrorist or a robber or some psycho, whatever the heck
A
else. Now, the
triple white
bad
kid.
side.
Okay, I'm stopped. That's not nice. I'm sorry.
Wow! The bad side about it, however, is what if you have that one teacher who's disgruntled? What if you have that one teacher who says, I'm sick of this job, I'm sick of this principal, I'm sick of this business altogether, and they decide, you know what, I already have a gun here, why not just do my thing? You know, there's the bad side to it. So, one thing, and then I remember one time I was talking to my mom about this sort of thing, and we were talking about one time saying that there should be some kind of like psychological evaluations done, maybe at the job or something,
Right.
you know, if they put something in it like that, so that would be that way they can determine whether you can earn the right to become armed or not. Maybe have like a special license or something like that.
Right.
And this kind of goes into the open slash concealed carry thing that be going on to the college campuses. You know, again, there's good and bad to that too. Again, good is that yeah, if some guy, some stupid guy comes and tries to shoot people, when it comes to students, he's probably got like maybe 100 or so that's ready to take him down, maybe.
Right.
The bad part, and I can kind of see it, is when police officers talking about it, and he was saying that the problem with that would be that, and let's say somebody calls the police, right, and they arrive on the scene, yeah, there's a shooter at the school or whatever.
I mean, don't they
The
got
thing,
they got police on the campus already anyway, right?
well, yeah, but I mean, like, let's say the officer at the time is on the first floor, and the shooter is on, like, let's say the third floor, right?
I got you.
Well, okay, so they start shooting, right? Okay, now let's say the school implemented thing where students can carry as well. The only
Oh
thing
hell
is,
no! Wait, no, no,
is it
no, hell no! Especially fuck no. Imagine a little high schooler just like I'm gonna carry a handgun and like come. Well,
well, no, no,
never
no, no,
mind.
no, no, no,
You talking about
not
college
schools,
campus
just
students?
yeah, yes, college campus students.
I mean, I kind of understand that because college kids they have more common sense than a fucking high schooler. Now I get that, but like,
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like they should have it on college campuses. I mean campuses, but like, then
yeah,
again, they are
yeah. I'm
dumb as
going.
shit. They
That's what
just
I'm going
graduated from
into.
high school.
Yep, that's what I'm going. That's what I'm getting into. And the cop was talking about this, and he was saying that the thing is that once we arrive on the scene, if all the other college kids have pistols and guns as well, which one's doing the shooting? Who's the one shooting people?
I
You
got
know, it's
you.
just like, hold up, we got one guy that's shooting people. Now, if no one else had guns, okay, look for the guy with the gun. Now we know who to go for. But if everyone else has a gun, wait a minute, which kid is it?
I mean, they
Which
got all
student?
point and say, "Hey, it's that motherfucker." Like it's gonna be
But
like
see,
20 against one.
it ain't that simple though,
Nah,
because
cause they could probably be like,
especially
don't even like that person, and they probably just jumping on him. Never mind.
yeah, yeah, it's not that simple because number one, it's a bullet. People are not just gonna stand there and just point at the guy.
Right.
No, especially if he's, you know, pretty sure that he's gonna die there. He's probably gonna try to take as many people as he can with him, and so it's gonna be chaotic. People gonna be running and ducking everywhere and everything,
I
and then the
got that.
cops gonna go up on the scene. They're gonna be like, hold up, everybody's running everywhere,
Now
everybody's
everybody
ducking and
die.
dodging for cover. The only thing is, which one is the criminal? Normally this would be easier if none of you guys had guns. Then all we gotta do is look for the guy with the gun, and boom, we got a culprit. But now all of you have it, or most of you have it. So now we gotta figure out which one of you college students is the one shooting everybody else.
And I don't
You
understand why it's
know,
all these damn schooling like house. I mean, just all these damn shootings that's happening right now. I think the government is trying to hide something though. I think this shit is like plotted. Because it seems like
y-
whoever doing the shootings they're like, I can do better than you. I can do better than you. And like having
well,
a little
not
mini competitions and stuff like that. Dude, like what the why do you need to scoot up school? Like honestly, did you hear
not
about on the news that this kid he was literally at the bus stop with a fucking gun and ammo and they called the police like, what are he doing? He was literally catching the bus to go shoot up somebody at a school. What the fuck?
not Government planned, not exactly like that.
We're not
I
government
have
playing,
heard,
but like somebody told them to do this shit.
no, 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 no. Hold on that thought, because as far as government plant goes, okay, this ain't a school shooting, but you know that Vegas shooting.
Right there. Yeah.
People were thinking that somehow the government might have been involved with that somehow.
9/11 too. It's a lot of conspiracies going on in the world right now, especially in
Yeah,
America. It, let's face it,
yeah.
y'all. We have a lot of freedom, but America is trash. Trash. It's trash. I'm sorry. Let me shut up before I make somebody else mad. So let me be quiet.
Yeah, but yeah. As far as that goes, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if things like the Vegas one were government planned, or at least they had some knowledge of it ahead of time or something like that.
Right.
But as far as the reasoning behind like the school shootings and stuff, that could be a variety. Mainly, the main cause I've been hearing about was mainly because they're being bullied at the college, and they finally said, "I'm sick of this," and they decided to take it on everybody else. Especially when they feel some teachers or parents or whatever aren't doing enough to solve the problem, they take the
Yes.
problem, they take it
Yes.
into their own hands.
I mean, but we need some more people to like actually listen to people that's like actually getting bullied, because people are actually out here taking their lives because a little kid is, not
Yep.
even getting their parents not showing them attention or something like that, not giving them hugs or like paying any attention to them, or like I'm proud of you, and they just thinking they're worthless, so they gotta anger like their anger at somebody else. That's messed up. My
But
mom
one
would
thing you gotta remember
never.
too.
Have y'all noticed that it don't never be no hood school? Never mind. Let me stop.
Wait, no, what were you gonna say?
I
Wait, it
said,
never be
you
a hood
notice
school,
it don't
what?
be no hood school doing it. It always got to be like in a fucking suburban or something like that. Like in the suburbs. It don't ever be no fucking like Samuel or nothing like that. It don't be that way. Because for what?
Um, a story that First Sergeant Giles one time told us. I don't know if you remember. It was close to that.
Okay.
Yeah, remember he was telling us about some guy who was trying to drive the car into the campus, trying to run people over and stuff.
Right.
That's the closest Samuel's gotten to having something like that. Um, I mean, I wasn't there for that, obviously, but I remember that. That's what First Sergeant Giles told us in the class.
Right.
But yeah, but you also gotta remember too that some of these kids are good at hiding what the heck goes on in in the schools. Like to this, like I was bullied in 6th grade myself, but did my parents ever know that? No. But then again, I
You don't think?
wasn't.
I mean, but you think they don't know that? Your parents probably know that. And even if you did say, "Hey, Dad, I'm getting bullied," you know good and damn well your mama or your dad, especially. Ooh, Lord, it's. It depends on who parent is like more dominant. My mama will be going up there and she'll whoop up everybody ass up in there. It don't matter if it's a child, a toddler,
No,
a 1-year-old, an adult, a teacher. Everybody gonna get their ass whooped. And I
oh
think it's
no,
gonna be a dad who doing all that.
that's the thing. I hit it so well that they never knew. Like to this day, they never knew. They never
They
knew
probably
that
did.
happened.
They waiting on you to
No,
tell
no,
them.
trust me. No, 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 dude, trust me. No, bro, my mom. Same case with you, bro. My mom would have got on my fucking case if she'd known that. Oh
She
Lord.
be like, nah, come on, let's go. We gonna about to whoop that kid ass
But
now. Come
see,
on, let's go.
that's how I know they didn't know, because that would have happened.
Right.
But it's like most of those people who's like, when she sees something that is just plain wrong, she's gonna speak up.
Yeah. Black
And so
women.
that's how I know they never knew.
Right.
I hit it so well, but that's the thing too, because other kids are hiding it the same way, except they might not be as more, I guess.
Vocal. Like
Yeah, like
strong.
that.
Mentally and vocally
Yeah,
strong for that
yeah,
shit. Yeah, I
yeah,
see.
yeah. Yeah, and so, parents might never even know what the heck's going on at the school, because, it's also kind of up to, at the same time, the kid to kind of say something as well. But if he doesn't, some parents won't know until the day he's taking a gun up there, and then, you see what happens.
Right.
Next thing you know, parents are just like, what the heck? Like, we didn't see any signs or nothing like that.
Right.
But the thing is that there were signs, it's just they were very small.
Right.
Like
Just
the
miss
kid
it.
got the kid got good at hiding it,
Right.
you know.
Oh, he just knows
And
his
so,
parents are stupid. No, it's really not stupid, but like clueless about it. Cause there's a lot of parents, be thinking they're like, oh, my kid would never do that. Girl, your kid is a devil. Like, come on now, don't be
like
dumb.
he would never do that. You'd be surprised at the things they would do, like when you're not looking at them. Like, be like,
Your kid killed a dog
weed.
before, like.
Be like, my son will never smoke weed. Oh, really?
Ooh, okay.
Really?
That's. I seen a parent. I mean, we had to do the parent conference right there before. You know, used to back in the day when parent conference, you'll just sit there and wait their turn, and they be like, "My man would never smoke weed." Even my mom was like, "Your kid, what? He smoked in front of my house. Like, what do you mean?" Like, he'll be walking around the damn street and just doing that stuff. Like, don't do that. Parents just be clueless and stuff like that. You can't be that fucking stupid. Don't be shooting up schools. This school law. I mean, this gun law shit. I don't know. What the fuck do you need an AK-47 for? What the fuck do you need a rifle for?
Depends on a variant. Like, if you're talking about the semi-auto one, that one's actually perfectly legal to buy from a gun store. The only question is who the heck sold it to the boy.
No, fuck that. You don't need no damn. You don't need none of that. All you need is a fucking handgun and that's it. You don't need no up in the blood, nothing. You don't need that.
I mean,
you can't even use that shit to hunting. Don't get no gun that you can't even use as hunting.
No, exactly. No, I mean that's why I would get it because it can be used as hunting.
No, I'm talking about a gun that you can't use it for hunting. Most of these guns that everybody got in their fucking houses, you can't even use as hunting. You just dirt for, know, just dirt. Like I have one. My coworkers should sit around and just say this shit out loud, and I'm like, don't. Okay, we get it. You're white. Stop. We don't need to hear you having a gun. What the fuck do you have it for?
Yeah, people be bragging that they have Uzis and stuff. I'm just like,
why are you telling people?
Yeah, it's just like I'll be thinking in my head like you're broadcasting to me you have a Uzi. Like for all you know, I could have been the undercover cop the entire time, followed you home, and got you for what you just said.
Speak that motherfucking truth, Lawrence. Speak it. Like these people are fucking stupid.
I'm like, oh my god, dude. Especially when I was working at Family Dollar, people be bragging about the stuff, and I just be like,
just looking at them like,
any one of these customers could be an undercover cop. You just what the heck? And you just announced to me that you're trying to sell drugs across that street over there. Like I could have been undercover.
Right, just sitting there, but like it's I don't know. The word is like nobody's being logical or nothing like about. I mean, just logical about anything. And like, look at other countries; they're doing better than us. They got. I mean, not better than us, but like they got. I don't know. These other countries they have like gun ban laws. Like Canada is like the fucking treasure country right about now. Like what the
fuck? The other countries don't allow their citizens to have weapons on them. Like
they're looking at because for what? What the fuck do you need a weapon for? Like seriously, what do you need one for? Just because we go into war, that's what the fuck the army is for. What do you mean? And they have people just in case if that happens. They got people are stationed just in case that happens. In America, where you live outside right now.
And watch it, but check this out, brother. There's also a reverse to that side too, because see, check it out. Let's say Britain, they don't allow guns, right? All right. So the British, you know, they got their military that go overseas. They got their reserve who stay on land and stuff, right? But what would happen? Okay, let's say for America, right? Like, as far as I know of, and somebody please correct me if I'm wrong. Lately we have not fought an enemy that was equal to us in terms of combat. Not recently.
I mean, you keep fucking with us, it's gonna probably be Korea.
Well, see, and that's the thing because you know it's like wait, because see, like we've been fighting mainly in the Middle East. Now, you know those guys, you know they don't have access. I mean, they have access to tanks and stuff. But I mean, I've never heard of them using them. You know, they mainly use suicide bombers and vehicle suicide bombers, stuff like that. But that's kind of all they do. They don't have access to aircraft or, you know, airstrikes, nothing like that. But if we go up against like North Korea, oh wait, what's this? They have a Navy just like we do. They have an Air Force just like we do. They have special forces just like we do. Everything that we have, they have as well. And so the thing is, what would happen if we were to go to war against a country who is almost equal to us in power?
Everybody would go to shit. Everybody go to
hell. Now imagine it in, let's say, in a place like Britain, where as far as I know, citizens are not allowed to own guns.
Right.
So let's say the war gets so intense that North Korea somehow gets in the land of Britain, and they're walking on the ground at Britain. Guess what? The civilians don't have guns, which means they can't defend themselves. Which means, like you said, yeah, probably dead. Whereas in America, and somebody correct me if this is wrong history, but I read I read somewhere one time about World War II, and you know how Japan attacked us at Pearl Harbor and everything.